Well, I'm absolutely so honoured, and I feel really, I was a bit shocked actually when I got the phone call because I work with extraordinary people. That's the thing I love about the job I'm in, that I get to work with and supporting so many people around me. But I love UNSW. I love an excuse to connect back with the university, and so I was absolutely thrilled. Doing a PhD is a long haul, and I'm a night person, and so I'd often be at the UNSW coming in at night, and then I'd work through till early hours of the morning, sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning. And I used to sneak my little puppy dog in, Yogi. He's not with me anymore, but Yogi became a bit known, and then he was a bit naughty, actually. We got busted, and there was an email that went around the whole faculty kind of going, whoever's got the dog, get rid of the dog. So I knew it was me, but I'd almost finished my PhD, and so I should thank Yogi as well. He got me through too. I grew up in a family. My dad was a Second World War veteran, and I think because I was so early exposed to the best and the worst of what human beings are capable of doing to each other. And so I always felt kind of driven to look out for people who were being in trouble. There's something in there. And so what I find is that's my happy place when I'm working with people who care, passionate, feel like you can make a difference, even when sometimes you don't. At least you know you tried. Life's going to dish you up things you just don't see coming, and there are going to be moments when you think this is the worst place I could ever be, and how will I ever get beyond where I am right now? But you do. That's what I've come to learn. And often you look back and you go, that was a really important stage in my life, that something really terrible happened, and then how I got through it, and then the doors that it often opens up. When you're just starting out, your mind is really open to what's possible, and actually anything is possible. It's up to us to make that happen. And so that kind of vision and passion that comes through at an early stage in your career is so important, so hang on to it. It's always about who you know. My dad got me a job in the local deli when I was 15. And it was my first experience of sexual harassment, by the way, and so that taught me a lot about what not to do, those moments that come. As you know, we've been talking a lot about gender equality and the issues of sexual harassment in Australia, and I can tell you just about every woman I know has had those moments. And so, bang, first job, first experience of that. And then I went on to work in hospitality a lot, right through uni. That got me through, and nightclubs, you name it. I did that kind of work, and what it did was it taught me to really know how to spend time with different people and to be able to be in a social context from people of all walks of lives, and really valuable because you didn't really get that in the law degree. Hang on to your truth, own what is within your control to do differently, but also be prepared to call out the behaviour of others. We were just talking about the federal budget, and everybody's debating, was it enough in terms of the policies on gender equality and for women? And I said, how about we talk about the policies that gave a lot more benefit to men, and to name that too. Like, for example, in negotiating over the gender pay gap, often we focus on, that women are not as great in terms of negotiating pay. You know what I have found? I love the fact that in a feminised way, you often are thinking about the interests of others and saying, do I deserve it in the context of the work that everybody else is doing? And wouldn't that be a great culture for us to have nationally and globally? And so that's my lesson learned out of it, to, yes, focus on the things that you would like to do differently, the moments you go, next time I'm going to do that differently, but also to look at the other side of the ledger and see how we can support the men who actually want to do things really differently as well. I was adopted, and the one thing I found out my birth mother had said to my adopting parents was, I just want you to make sure she gets a great education. And they did do that. And when I look back, education really did make a difference. And so hang in there with it if you're finding it tough. And the other part of it is, yes, perseverance is everything. I've certainly used that a lot, but there are also times to head for the hills. And so think about being kind to yourself, and those moments you go, just not this year, or just not this week, that's okay too, and to really listen to yourself, because actually you often know what's best for you to do. Everybody else will give you plenty of advice, take it all in, but in the end, trust yourself.